now. How's everybody doing tonight, man? We're chilling on a damn Monday night. How's everybody doing tonight, man? Gonna talk some sports here. So mainly today, man, NFL. We had some well, no, basketball first, I guess. Basketball, man. I think I ended up watching the Houston and Phoenix game. It was a fun game, man. Once again, it came to the final wire. But what was the final score like? I have to look at it, but um, Kevin Durant wins it with a 3-pointer. Then they had about 3 seconds left. They gave it to Devin Booker, but Okogie, one of the Houston players, did a good job of kind of taking the ball or like betting the ball away. But then Devin Booker was able to get it, but he shot a really off balance shot and he missed it, and so Houston hangs on to the win. You know, the night before on Sunday, Devin Booker won it with a game winner. So that would have been crazy if he would have shot that. He would have hit that shot again. But Houston holds on to win it. Let me pull out the 197. Houston holds on to win the game. What's going on here? Hold on. So let's look at the stats, ladies and gentlemen, for this game here tonight. Dylan Brooks, 15 points. Let's see here. Connor Gillespie, 11 points. Devin Booker, 27. So yeah, Devin Booker led the way with 27 points for the Phoenix Suns. For Houston, Kevin Durant, 26 points. Amen Thompson, 17. Jabari Smith, 17. Reed Shepard, 11. So yeah, I mean, the leading scorers were Booker with 27, Durant with 26. Those were the starts of the games, man. Şengün, I believe, is hurt right now for Houston. I believe he's hurt. Steven Adams has been getting starts. I think he's dealing with an injury right now, but Houston continues to I think they're doing all right. I think they're like in the fifth spot. But a nice little fun game to watch here tonight on a Monday. First Monday since like the summer, no football, right? So hey, kind of slow. We have a few more Monday Night Football games. You know, we have the wild card game next week, Pittsburgh, Houston, and I believe the following one, I believe we have the national championship for college football. But right after that, man, this is a little preview we got tonight of what it's to come once football season's over on Mondays, man. We got a little appetizer. Not too bad. There were some nice games on in the Celtics beat Bulls 115-101. Toronto beats Atlanta 118-100. Charlotte, man, with the surprise 125-97 win over the Oklahoma. What is happening to the Oklahoma City Thunder all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen? Holy frijoles. 127-124. Nuggets beat the Sixers. Impressive. The Nuggets are still kind of winning games without Nikola Jokic. Impressive. 103-1. Mike Conley, I'm so sorry to you. We will be having a production meeting here in about a few minutes. I'm so apologize to you, man. You lost your game. Trailblazers, Portland beats Utah 137-117. So some nice little games in the National Basketball Association here tonight on a Monday. Let's talk some football real quick. Actually, I have one final chicken nugget for basketball, and that is the Atlanta Hawks are starting to talk about trading with different teams. Trae Young, their point guard. He's been there for a few years now, but there's been a lot of talk for years about if they're going to trade him or not. But apparently they're now very serious about trading Trae Young. So we'll see. I mean, usually a lot of it picks up around this time, January, because the trading deadline's in February. So probably in the next few weeks, maybe you will see Trae Young getting traded. We'll see where he goes. Houston, right? I don't know what the hell Houston would have to give up. I mean, Houston needs a point guard, right? But I don't know. Houston might need more like a facilitator, like a Chris Paul. I don't know why they don't call Chris Paul ever since he got released by the Clippers. But I think Chris Paul doesn't want to play outside of LA because of the family. I think he's like freaking 39 years old. I think he only wants to play if it's in LA. So I don't think he's gonna want to play, but I think that would be the best case scenario for the Rockets. Honestly, Chris Paul. They need a facilitator to set up everything with, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Alperen Sengun. I don't know if Trae Young would be the right point guard for the Houston Rockets, but we'll see if anybody tries to who will try to trade for Trae Young with Atlanta Hawks, man. We'll see what the fuck happens there. All right, man. Football now. Biggest news of the day, obviously, the coach is getting fired. Cleveland fired their coach. Vegas fired their coach. And Arizona fired their coach. Joining Tennessee, New York Giants, and Atlanta Falcons. So then I believe right now there's 6, 7 coaching vacancies. So we'll see what happens. If I were Vegas, I would hire Kevin Stefanski and have draft and develop Fernando Mendoza. That's what I would do if I was the Raiders. If I was Tom Brady and Al Davis, what's his name? I don't know what the fuck the guy's name is, but you know who I mean. That's what I would do, man. I would hire Stefanski and I would draft Fernando Mendoza. I know there's talks about that they want to hire Brian Dable as the offensive coordinator and have Brian Flores be the head coach. That's kind of the same thing you just try to do, the little experiment with Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly. I don't know, man. I think guys like Robert Saleh and Brian Flores, I think they need to go somewhere where the quarterback is established, like what Mike Vrabel did, with Drake. Although Drake May wasn't that good last year. I don't know. I would be a little bit scared about Brian Flores with Fernando Mendoza right away. Brian Flores to Cincinnati would be good, but they haven't fired. They're probably not going to fire their coach. Or Robert Saleh to Cincinnati would be good. See, that's where I would go if I was Cincinnati. Dude, Cincinnati pendejo face. I'm sorry, but you see what the last 2 years, like what Jim Harbaugh, Mike Vrabel have done. If you hire a guy like a Robert Saleh or what's his name, Flowers, dude, man, pendejo face for Cincinnati. They want to stick with their head coach. But anyways, that's it for the NFL. Monday Night Raw, man, it was a good show tonight, man. It started off with the woman, the Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for the Women Tag Team Championships. Rhea Ripley and the Kabuki Warriors win. Excuse me. I'm stuttering like a motherfucker. I apologize. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley win, and they are the new Women Tag Team Champions. Excuse me. What else happened tonight? Gunther and AJ Styles had a promo, kind of weird, kind of stupid because Gunther's bullying everybody, making fun for making John Cena tap out. But then AJ Styles comes out and he kind of treats him like a bitch. He slapped him and then he just walked away. And I think they're gonna have a match next week, Gunther versus AJ Styles. So we'll see what happens there. Becky Lynch wins her Women's Intercontinental Championship back from Maxine Dupree. Stephanie McCurry gets attacked by Raquel Rodriguez, both getting an interview in the ring and then backstage. So I don't know. I guess they're selling now a leg injury with or an ankle injury, a foot injury for Stephanie McCurry. Liv Morgan had her first match since returning in November. She beat Lyra Valkyria. I guess it's time to talk about the main event. Main event was really fun tonight, man, honestly. CM Punk versus Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, it was a good match for the most part. You obviously had Logan Paul and Austin Theory and Bronson Reed interfere, but right as they interfere, they get intercepted pretty much by Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Penta. And they go fighting through the crowd backstage. So about 95% of this match was basically a one-on-one match between CM Punk and Braun Breaker. Man, it was a fun match. CM Punk kicking, Braun Breaker kicking out a few GTSs. Braun Breaker puts CM Punk to the table. He jumps off the top rope onto the announce table. And then he puts him back in the ring. He can hit the spear. And right as he hits the spear, he's about to. CM Punk just raises his knee up, hits the GTS and wins. CM Punk retains. Still WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But it was a really fun match. It really was, man. But this show, man, I think they realize that the women's division is better, and they just stack it up with the woman now. You see about at least 2 to 3 segments with the woman. Right now, man, I just feel like the top card for the men is good. Like tonight with CM Punk, Braun Breaker, or like the stuff with Gunther and AJ Styles. But outside of that, the men's mid card is pretty bad. I think it's just better to have women's matches. The women's the thing with the woman is that like almost everything feels like a main event. Like even like tonight you did have a little mid card match, I guess, with Liv Morgan and Lara Vikera, right? But even the tag team match with the Kabuki Warriors and Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, that kind of feels special. Like there's a reason why they started the show with that. Literally your first match of 2026, you have that match. That let you know what they feel about that match. But yeah, man, I think this is the way to go, right? Outside of AJ Styles and Gunther and CM Punk and Braun Breaker, there's not much going on in the men's division. Much interesting stuff going on with the woman, with Stephanie and Raquel Rodriguez and the tag team titles with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky winning. Becky Lynch, and I don't know why the women's stuff seems to be more interesting. But anyways, I think that's all we're going to call it a night. Let me think if there's anything else to talk about. I think, let me see. Baseball, there's nothing. Football, I talked about everything I needed to talk about. Yeah, there's no. I feel weird not talking about a football game on a Monday. I keep thinking there wasn't a football game tonight. Pendejo face for me. So yeah, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be back tomorrow. Hala, 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 hala. All right, ladies and gentlemen, holla at your boy. See you.